What's going on, everybody? So the video you were about to watch, the opening, was extremely bad to me. It was rude, very rude. Out of the three boxes, I pulled two SIRs, the Cornerstone Mask Ogrepon, and the Iron Hands EX SIRs. Both bad quality. I can't send them into grade. So that opening kind of put me in a slump, and I thought about not even posting the video. So I took a nap, woke up, still felt kind of shitty. So I decided to open two of my Astral Radiance build in battle stadiums. And out of that came my most favorite card in all of Sword and Shield. And here it is. And I couldn't tell you how many booster boxes I went through. I know for a fact, 100%, I ripped through an entire sealed case of booster boxes just trying to find this card. And I couldn't. And the bull market came, prices soared. So I didn't think I would ever pull this card. So I ended up buying, we got it up here. We got it up there on that side of the plaque. I ended up buying it, a PSA 10 copy, for around $200 a while ago. And I thought that was it. And then I pulled this bad boy, and I was just absolutely stoked. And I couldn't be more grateful. And it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm going to throw the centering tool on it just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure this is going into PSA. And if this gets a 10, I might throw it up there with the other one. But if I'm going to sell one, then I'll sell that one because I didn't physically pull that card. So there's that. If you don't want to watch the video, don't watch it. There's nothing awesome to see. Nothing great. Just a couple of store updates and PSA submission updates. So proceed with caution. Thank you. All right, welcome back, everybody. We've got three of the Prismatic Evolution bundles, the Lucario and Tyranitar boxes. Three left from Costco. We picked up three different. Well, the limit was two, right? Two per membership, and we were able to score on three different drops. And man, the first three I ripped, they didn't do good. They didn't treat me well whatsoever. So I'm feeling something good is going to come from these next three boxes. What's that? 14 packs in each. So we've got 4, 8, 12, 42 packs. All right, we got a little over a booster box. So they've got to do something nice. They've got to treat me well. So I'm gonna rip these open and get them set up. All right. Got our three boxes broken down, three stacks of packs. So our three promos of all 5 cards, I suppose, the jumbo being included. Here's our code cards for the 3 boxes. And that's that. Our hits, if any do arise. I have the Black Label Metrics, the tool, the centering tool, essentially for pre-grading. That's on the way, and that should arrive tomorrow. And I plan to use that going forward to pre-grade everything, and not just some. Because when I send in cards, I will send in cards that I know won't get a 10. Just because they are favorites of mine, right? Because my favorite cards, I would like to keep them also. We got a Pokeball, which there is no value in Pokeball, essentially. It's 20-30 cents a card. Master Balls. There are value in Master Balls. But anyway, back to the slabs. jump off track. Previously, I was grading anything that I like my personal favorites. I'll grade it. Even if I know it's not going to get a 10, I'll grade it. That way it comes back and I'll put it in my case and call it a day. But now going forward, oh, there's your code card. Going forward, I do want to pre-grade a lot more strict. I mean, just for better results. And I plan to use the Black Label Metrics centering tool to help with that. I've seen that there's a couple ways to use it. Another Pokeball. Jeez. Okay, we got Airy. Oh, there's your code card. Why do I keep forgetting the code card? It's old dogs. Old dogs. I think I pulled this one in one of the other boxes that I did. And I want to say that this is like less than $1. I already put my duplicates on TCG Player. So yeah, I think that's not... I mean, I consider it a hit, but as far as the value goes, it's not a hit. Oh, there's your code card. We got our bulk, reverse hollows. There's a Noivern. Noivern EX, which I actually just traded my wife. She's been walking with Noibat, and it needs like 400 candies to evolve in Pokemon Go. So we just traded one this morning. What do we got? Heatran, Pinsir, Groudon. Code card. Code card. What do we got? Vaporeon, Executor, Dunsparce, Dead Pack. Something good has to be in here. I've opened way too many packs. I was talking to one of the guys last night and this morning. There's your code card. And he was like, he replied to one of my reels that I had posted, talking about pretty much ripping product, right? That you shouldn't rip some product, and this one specifically was about Pokemon Center ETBs. There's a Theo Von meme, but anyway, he replied to it, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I ripped open Fusion Strike, a whole case of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs." I bet you're regretting that now. Oh, there we go. We got a Master Ball Diplin. But I mean, I told him just the same. Like, I ripped open the case of Prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs, and this was when you could. So the pre-order for Prismatic originally went up in November of last year, and I pre-ordered the limit, right, which is 4. That's a full case, sealed case. And they got here, I don't remember if they released in January or February. Whenever they did release, that's when the market started to boom pretty hard, right? The Prismatics were ended up, I think that at the height of the pre-sale for Prismatic was for those ETBs, at the height they were sitting at like $420 at the pre-order height. And I was thinking like, damn, I could just sell one and get my money back for the entire case plus some. But I didn't. Instead, I popped the case open. I put my one on the shelf like I normally do with every release. And then I was just going to open one. Just going to open one for the promo like I normally do with every other release. And the one turned into 2, turned into 3, and I didn't just open one. I opened all of them. And looking at it now, it's like, man, that's kind of crazy. Just imagine how I'm going to feel in 5 years. But I mean, it's okay. It worked out well for me regardless, because I graded all of the promos from those ETBs, even the ones I knew wouldn't get a 10, even the ones, so everyone I pulled, they didn't look good. None of them should have gotten a 10, but two of each, stamped and non-stamped, ended up getting a 10. Or was it one? One of each ended up getting a 10. And I was like, that's crazy, because I can see some damage right there on the card. It shouldn't have gotten a 10. Oh, we got something cool in this pack. That's a plus. A Pokeball. And we got our Eevee. Not the SIR. But it's something cool. See, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I mean, are we supposed to expect... The centering looks nice. I'm going to set this one aside. So are we supposed to expect that the hit rates are just so bad just because that's the layout of it? Or are we not supposed to look at the past, specifically Evolving Skies and Fusion Strike? Are we supposed to just forget that ever happened and not think that maybe hits were taken? Because again, the last time hits were this bad was when the hits were taken from the manufacturing facility in North Carolina, right? I remember that. I remember clear as day seeing the post of the guy taking it to a vendor at a show trying to sell, and stacks of the Rayquaza. Like, it's kind of insane. But I mean, I feel like if it happened again in the past, why is it crazy to think that it could happen again, for one, and for two, with the rates being so fucking bad? Why would I not think that it happened again? Maybe it was caught internally before, right? Before it went public. Or maybe they did just get away with it and they're just holding on to them. We got Mila. I think this... I did pull this one. I have this one. I think I have it on TCG Player right now. Which I did start listing singles back on TCG Player. This week, yeah, at the beginning of this week, I started listing singles back on TCG Player, and with every order, I'm putting out the stickers to the store, hoping that some of these orders, some of these people will. We got a Pupitar Pokeball. We'll head on over to the store and see if there's any slabs that they like. On the topic of slabs, we did get the grade of Tiny's Lugia back. We got a Master Ball, Hawlucha. I saw that the grades were ready, and as soon as I logged into the app, I had a notification saying that PSA wants to buy the slab, and I think it was like for $455, which is, I mean, that's a good amount. It's a decent amount. So then I looked at the grade, and the grade was a 9, and I was honestly, I'm still kind of saddened that it's not a 10, but a 9, especially for that card, is still really good. Still really good. So I asked Rich, I was like, hey, PSA wants to buy the slab. This is how much. What do you think? And he's like, no. And I was like, hey, I agree. Definitely keep it. There's a lot of room for growth on that card. That's the hit of Silver Tempest. Don't give that away. Hold it. So that's what he's doing. I'm waiting for it to come back. We got a teal mask Ogerpon. Waiting for it to come back, and then when it does come back, I will ship out his other 3 slabs that have been waiting. And mind you, they were all submitted at the same time. The only difference was the Lugia. The Lugia was submitted at a higher tier, so it was in a different line, not with the rest, and it took a little bit more time. All right, we got a Iron Hands EX. I haven't seen this one yet. I'm about it. I'm about it. I like that one. That's the future form of Hariyama. It looks good. I'm gonna hit that one with the centering tool. Kind of looks like bottom is just slightly heavy. It's off-centered on the back, but that's still a really cool hit. I'll put that one up front. It's the first I've ever seen. Yeah. My comics also finished grading, and you better believe I took a gander at those grades, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with all the grades that those received. The only thing that I don't care for, which, I mean, it's best of both worlds, right? It's a positive, but I think a negative as well. The positive is they do grader notes for the comic books. They tell you what's wrong with them. They tell you what they've spotted and where the dings are at. If it scores below a 9.8. Like all the books that scored a 9.8 for me, there were no grader notes. So I clicked on the little link, it says see why or find out more, one of those links. And the very first bullet point of that is that there's no grader notes if the card grades a 10. Which is another thing that they do need to fix or get on, is the descriptions. For the comic books, they're still described as cards. So that needs a little paying attention to. A little love. We got a Pokeball. A Noivern. Hey, we got Noivern twice. But again, regardless, I'm happy with the grades that the books got. I'll go over those when they come back. And because that was my first comic submission ever, and like I said, I don't even know what they look for, and I haven't put in the time or effort to figure it out because it's not a priority. Right? I sent in those books because they were my favorite ones that I had received, a Riolu and a Pokeball. Are we missing? Oh, they're stuck together. Okay, another Eevee. I thought we were missing one, but they were just stuck together. Let's put that one in the sleeve. I have been seeing the price fall of all of these in PSA 10. Sorry, the PSA 10s of the. I want to say they are the SIRs. They've been falling hard. Oh, there's our code card. Let's see what we got here. Bug catcher. Oh, all right. I haven't pulled one of these ones yet. I think that's really cool. The artwork is extremely intricate. Who do we got here? Yukihiro. That one's really cool. The centering isn't the best, but regardless, it's really cool. The back looks pretty good. I'll put that one up top too. I I was feeling some a change of pace in these 3 boxes. That's why I decided to record them. The first 3 I didn't record the first 3 just because I knew Prismatic has been bad to me, and I just didn't want to make it a task essentially. Another dude, how many have we've pulled? Like 3 or 4 of these. We'll go back over and look at them. I have to sleeve these all anyway. I'll do that off camera because that's going to take a long time. All right, last stack. Yeah, we have 5 more orders at PSA, and I'm stoked for those because a lot of them are my personal collection. We got a Pokeball. A lot of them are my personal collection. The UFC I've been holding on to for a long time. There's our code card. And honestly, I'm hoping that fight poster comes back with a nice grade. The Chuck Liddells, it doesn't matter what they come back as. They're going in my case. Unless, of course, they are duplicates of ones that I already have. But all the ones that I sent in were not duplicates. So they will all go to the case. Another, jeez, and then we have our Lucario EX, same as the promo inside, unstamped. Some of the cards that I've been buying include the Victini. Number 1 is the Victini. That's what I'm putting most of my attention on as far as singles go. Who do we got? Another Eevee. You gotta be fist fucking me. What is happening? What is happening? Yeah, our Victini promo from the black and white box. I've been buying those up on TCG Player. When I initially bought some of those, they were sitting at $11 a card, and now they're sitting at around $16. But I think the more impressive numbers are the PSA 10 sales, which some have been sitting up in the 800s. So of the, I bought 12, I want to say, maybe 9. But of the lot, 9. I bought 9. And of those 9, 4 were good enough to send in to grade. So those will be scattered across different submissions for the next 4 months. I have submissions for the next 4 months laid out, which is a good thing. One of the videos that have been circulating YouTube is a previous PSA employee. And he just kind of gives some insight about PSA and the job itself, the employees, and he does recommend that you don't send in duplicates, because if you have duplicates, then they tend to compare them and find the best or the worst rather than grade them individually. We are coming to the end. We're coming to the end. It's not looking too great. I mean, I'm stoked about those. Those 2 are really cool. I like them. But it just doesn't warrant what? $6, $12, $18, $180 in boxes? Just doesn't warrant that at all. I mean, even if we did grade them and came back in a PSA 10. But those are still some really cool hits. I didn't know that the Iron Hands was in here. I haven't looked at looked at the card sets, and I don't care to because I kind of like to discover them as I, if I pull them. I think it's more rewarding to leave it as a surprise rather than just spoil everything, go and search online, what is the set, go through the books and the ETBs to figure out the entire set. I just don't, personally, I don't think that that's rewarding. Anything cool in this one? Probably not. Probably a Pokeball. Not even. But again, this is prismatic. This is the norm. An ace spec. Ace spec. Yeah, this is one of the more longer form videos that I have, and I don't like doing it because the upload times are just outrageous for where I live. Wi-Fi is trash. This is our last pack, and honestly, it's like, come on, let's. I was feeling it too. I was feeling it. I don't know what I was feeling thinking about it now. Code card. Nothing. Oh, sick. A hollow energy. Alright. Well, aside from our stack of hollows and reverse hollows, it's our Pokeballs. Diplin. Let's set these guys aside. See how many of those we got. Because there was quite a few. That's a different variant. Riolu, Glass Trumpet. There's a Ursaluna, Executor, Pupitar, Iron Boulder. I think that was a duplicate as well. Professor's Research. Black Belt's Training. Oh, that's a different artwork. Are they? They all can't be different artwork. There's another Black Belt's Training, duplicate of that one, duplicate of that one. Okay, so we got, of the Black Belt's Training, we have 5, but there are 3 different artworks. Master Balls, we have Halucha and Diplin. Standard EX, Lucario, and Noivern. We go to our trainers. We got Eri and Mila. And our 3 Eevees. Yeah, I don't care for Prismatic. And it's kind of shitty because I always see it and I'm like, I'm not opening Prismatic. After the ETBs did me dirty, I'm not opening Prismatic. I've got the Eevee pouch boxes up there. And I say I'm not going to open them. But I might. I might open them. God. It's just so shitty. Prismatic hits are just so shitty. And honestly, it's like I'm starting to think that the price doesn't equate to the hit rate whatsoever. Which means that if these hits are undervalued right now, I mean, it's just got to take time. And they might jump up. But I really like the Siren Hands. I like the Siren Hands. I mean, the artwork is kind of busy. It's kind of busy. You have to focus more to see our hands there. But they are pretty cool. They are pretty cool. So we'll look at those under the Black Label Metrics tool just to see if the centering is on point. And then from there, we will take a risk. I'll do the same with our Eevees. Those would be cool to have in a 10. I mean, I wouldn't keep them personally, but I know that there's a lot of Eevee fans out there. There's a lot of Eeveelution fans that I think would like like even in a 10 or even in a 9. You know, sometimes people chase after other numbers other than a 10. The 10 people chase to satisfy that perfection. I get it. I gotcha. I did that for a while, right? If I want something for my collection, it's got to be the best. What's better than a 10? But also, there's people that chase other numbers, like 7s, right? Or 6s. I have the illustration contest promos that all graded from Sword and Shield, mind you. The illustration promos all came back 7s. So not only are they sequential in number, but they're also 777. So I think that's really cool to have in the collection, and I'm sure that there's others out there that believe the same, that think the same. But that's that. I'm going to I'll put a link in the description for the Black Label Metrics tool. This will be my first time using it, and I'm going to see if it's rewarding, if the grades do improve. Some, like I said, some submissions I was doing in the past, I was just sending whatever I like, and here, more recent, I'm going to be a lot more strict with the pre-grading so that the grades do correlate to that. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be doing the PSA reveals shortly. The grades are done, but they just need to ship them back. So next week you'll probably see videos of the PSA reveals. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Check out mesocollects.com.